Our journey begins in the prehistoric period where the story of ancient Spain unfolds. Picture a land etched with cave paintings, hinting towards the first human settlements. The Iberian Peninsula, as it was known, cradled a rich tapestry of cultures, each leaving their indelible mark on the region's history. The dawn of ancient Spain saw the arrival of the Celts, a nomadic Indo-European people. Driven by their sense of adventure, they traversed across Europe, finally settling in the northern and central parts of the peninsula. Their influence was profound, shaping the language, customs, and even the genetic makeup of the region. In parallel, the Iberian culture was taking root. These early inhabitants of the peninsula were not just survivors, but skilled artists, traders, and warriors. Their intricate stone and metalwork bear testimony to their refined craftsmanship, while their fortified settlements reveal their strategic acumen. As time marched on, the Phoenicians, a seafaring people from the eastern Mediterranean, set their anchors on the southern shores of Spain. Renowned for their mercantile prowess, they established thriving trade networks, linking the Iberian Peninsula to the wider Mediterranean world. The Greeks too ventured into the peninsula, infusing it with their philosophy, arts, and sciences. However, the tranquility of the Iberian Peninsula was disrupted by the arrival of a new power, the Carthaginians. Driven by their imperial ambitions, they established their rule over the region. The Iberian Peninsula became a theater of the Punic Wars, a series of conflicts fought between the mighty Carthaginians and the emerging power of Rome. The Carthaginian rule, although brief, left a lasting impact on the social and political landscape of ancient Spain. It was the dawn of a new era, an era marked by warfare, diplomacy, and cultural exchange. The seeds of change were sown, and the stage was set for the next act in the history of Spain. This early period set the stage for the dramatic changes that were to come, with the rise of a new power, Rome. As the Punic Wars ended, a new era dawned with the rise of the Roman Empire. The Iberian Peninsula, a beautiful land of diverse cultures and landscapes, found itself in the sights of Rome's expansionist ambitions. Roman legions, under the command of formidable generals, marched from the Italian mainland through Gaul and into the heart of what we now know as Spain. This was the beginning of a new era, an era of Roman Spain, or as it was known then, Hispania. Over 200 years of conquest and consolidation followed, as the Romans gradually subdued the varied and often resistant tribes of the Iberian Peninsula. The Romans, however, were not just conquerors. They were also builders, administrators, and educators. Roman influence seeped into every aspect of life in Hispania. Latin, the language of Rome, gradually replaced the diverse tongues of the Iberian tribes, laying the foundation for the Spanish language we know today. The Romans built roads and bridges, aqueducts and public baths, transforming Hispania into a vital part of their empire. Cities such as Tarraco, Italica, and Emerita Augusta thrived, becoming vibrant centers of commerce, culture, and governance. Yet Rome's time in the sun was not to last. As the centuries wore on, the Roman Empire began to crumble under the weight of its own expansion. Hispania, once the jewel in Rome's Iberian crown, fell into decline. The administrative apparatus that Rome had built began to falter, and the infrastructure it had put in place started to decay. In the 5th century, as Rome's grip loosened, the Visigoths, a Germanic people, moved in. They established a kingdom that spanned much of the Iberian Peninsula, ruling over the remnants of Roman Hispania. Yet, the echoes of Rome remained in the language, the culture, and the people of Spain. With the fall of Rome, Spain found itself at the crossroads of history, soon to be swept up in the tide of Islamic conquest. The tale of Spain, however, was far from over. Spain was merely turning another page in its long and complex history. As the Visigothic rule crumbled, the Iberian Peninsula saw the onset of a new culture, Islam. In the early 8th century, Islamic forces from North Africa swept across the Strait of Gibraltar, marking the beginning of a significant chapter in Spain's history. The Iberian Peninsula, now known as Al-Andalus, was transformed under Islamic rule. Over the course of their 7th century reign, the Moors, as they were known, fostered a unique culture that blended elements of Arabic, Berber, and local traditions. This period was a golden age of scientific and cultural advancements. Al-Andalus became a beacon of learning and innovation, with scholars from various religious and ethnic backgrounds contributing to a diverse range of fields. In the libraries of Cordoba, the wisdom of the ancient world was preserved and expanded upon, leading to significant advances in astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. The architecture of this period, too, with its intricate geometric designs and lush gardens, remains a testament to the artistic prowess of the Moors. But as the centuries wore on, the Christian kingdoms in the north gradually pushed back against the Islamic rule. This period, known as the Reconquista, saw the slow but steady reclamation of territories by Christian forces. It was a time of flux, marked by shifting alliances, religious conflict, and the exchange of power. The Reconquista culminated in the late 15th century, with the union of the kingdoms of Castile and Aragon under Ferdinand and Isabella. This marked the establishment of a unified Spain, both territorially and religiously, as the monarchs enforced Catholicism throughout their realm. The last Moorish kingdom, Granada, fell in 1492, marking the end of Islamic rule in Spain. The Reconquista marked the end of an era and the beginning of Spain's golden age. The influence of this period, however, is still evident in Spain's rich cultural tapestry, a testament to its complex and diverse history. With a united crown, Spain was ready to make its mark on the world stage. As the 15th century dawned, Spain entered a period known as the Age of Discovery. This time was an epoch of exploration, innovation, and expansion, and Spain was right at the heart of it. The nation's seafaring prowess propelled it to the forefront of global exploration. And soon, the Spanish flag was unfurling in lands far from Europe's shores. In this new age, Spain's sails caught the wind of opportunity, leading to the conquest of the Americas. This period was marked by the daring feats of explorers like Christopher Columbus and Hernán Cortés. Their voyages across the Atlantic not only expanded Spain's territorial reach, but also brought unimaginable wealth back to the Spanish crown. The colonies were rich in resources, from precious metals to exotic crops, all feeding Spain's growing prosperity. But Spain's influence was not limited to territorial conquest and economic gain. The empire's reach also meant the spread of Spanish culture globally. Spanish became the lingua franca of large swaths of the Americas, and elements of Spanish art, music, and cuisine seeped into local cultures, creating a unique fusion that still resonates today. However, even the mightiest empires faced decline. For Spain, this came in the form of the War of Spanish Succession in the early 18th century. This conflict, which saw European powers vying for the Spanish throne, marked the beginning of the end for Spain's global dominance. The fallout of the war saw Spain losing several of its colonies and with them, its grip on the world stage. In the centuries that followed, more colonies would claim their independence. The once vast Spanish Empire was shrinking, its glory days fading into the annals of history. Though the Spanish Empire waned, its influence left an indelible mark on the world. From the languages spoken in the Americas to the cultural imprints in art and cuisine, the legacy of the Spanish Empire lives on, a testament to a time when Spain was a dominant force on the global stage. From prehistoric times to the end of the Spanish Empire, Spain's journey has been nothing short of epic. We've traversed the dawn of ancient Spain, where early cultures laid the foundation of a nation with their rich traditions and mighty structures. We've witnessed the grandeur of Roman Spain, where architectural marvels and societal structures still influence modern life. Our journey led us through the intriguing era of Islamic and Christian rule, a time of cultural fusion that saw the rise of magnificent art and architecture. And how can we forget the formidable Spanish Empire, an era marked by vast exploration and conquest, where Spain's influence extended far beyond its borders. Through it all, the resilience and spirit of the Spanish people have remained a constant, a testament to their enduring legacy. Today, the echoes of ancient Spain and the Spanish Empire continue to resonate, shaping the vibrant nation we know and love.